Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianne and this is Bri's Knits. Um, this is gonna be a intro for the video you're about to see. I filmed that one last week, but since then things have changed and I haven't edited this video yet, so I wanted to go ahead and add this in before I do that. But today is October 10th. Today is my birthday. But a couple of days ago, my channel received a notification that we have reached 1,000 subscribers here. Yay! I forgot who it was that said, somebody else had said that it's just like another insignificant number. And while that is true, it's also kind of insane to feel like, I don't know, like 1,000 of you, 1,000 plus now of you are listening to me babble. Most of you have probably come along because of the Gilmore Girls videos, and I did not know that Gilmore Girls would mean so much to me in my life that now it granted me 1,000 plus new fiber friends. So I think that's super awesome. And then also on that note, I was gonna go ahead and start making the video for the Gilmore Girls season 2. But seeing as I've received a lot of comments and suggestions, which are great, of seeing the inspiration next to the pattern suggestion. That was a thought before, and because I wasn't like, it's so simple, right? I could just put Netflix on my iPad, but I didn't want to do that initially because I didn't want to kind of just always have Netflix on in the background, because I used to do that. But I think just for the references, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, so that way we can see exactly the moments where I'm like, yes, that, because it is difficult to kind of describe to you like this is the episode that I'm talking about, because I don't write detailed notes down when I'm watching TV and knitting at the same time. So I will go ahead and do that. And I thank you guys all for your suggestions, because I had thought about that initially, but I was like, I think that's okay. But I will go ahead and do that. So yeah. But I just want to thank you all again for just being here and listening to me babble. This is like a really, really nice birthday, or it was a nice early birthday surprise. I think on Saturday it was that I got the notification that the channel hit 1,000 subscribers. And like, it was funny because even yesterday I had met up with one of my friends because it was her birthday early in the week too. And she said, I didn't think you were going to stick with knitting. And I was like, I know, like I usually am kind of the person that starts things and then doesn't finish them, because I'm just interested in everything. But knitting has definitely caught my interest. I will continue to do it for as long as I can, and I'm so in love with this craft, and I love seeing everybody else's pieces and everything that you're working on, and I love being able to share that with somebody. I know my husband is now, he watches these videos, so he figures out or he listens to the terminology. So sometimes I'll start talking to him and I'll say what things are, and then I'm like, oh, well, and try to explain it to him, and he's like, it's okay, I already know what that means. I've listened to you talk about it enough. Or he's watched me, or he's been there when I'm watching knitting podcasts and he asks questions and I answer. So it's refreshing to have such a wider amount of people, and then being able to talk to some of you guys on Instagram. It's just been great. And I love this. It's just so nice to have a hobby where I can talk about it with multiple groups of people. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. You guys are so great. I also, I can't imagine 1,000 people. My graduating class, I went to such a small school, my graduating class was less than 100, so I cannot even imagine 1,000 people. I'm pretty sure our graduation ceremony was probably just at that, if you consider everybody else's parents and then extended family and then friends or what have you. Possibly my entire high school was maybe 1,000, maybe. Sorry, that was my doggy. But I also wanted to show you guys something before I'm done with this little intro. So I actually wore this outfit yesterday, but my mother-in-law was like, you should post pictures of your outfit yesterday because it was so cute. But I hadn't taken pictures, so I thought, why not show you guys today? So today, it's a full me-made wardrobe. So I have the Ripple halter by Jessie May. And then, let me see if I can, okay, I'm going to scooch you guys back a little bit. And then I have this me-made skirt I made quite some time ago. Boop. There you are. Those are some boxes of books I need to get away. But I made this skirt quite a long time ago, actually before COVID, so it's a little bit snug in some areas now. Oh, it got all dark. No, sorry folks. Okay, there we are, okay. So actually it's a little wonky. It's just a bias skirt, but even like my, let me show you, even my zipper, like I inserted it a little funky, so there's like a little weird dip right there. But yep, sewing was one of those things that I picked up and then stopped because I wasn't immediately great at it. Oh, let me bring you guys closer again. Sorry. So sewing was one of those things, but after seeing everybody, like from Bethany to Rebecca, like constantly posting stuff that they've made, or even Allie from Knits and Gigs and Tiffany from The Typical Bliss, just seeing everybody like post the stuff that they're sewing too, it just makes me want to do that, because then too, I have a few items that I really want to have in my closet, but I don't want to buy them from other places because like from other high street stores, because the quality for the most part is like really bad. And if you want really good quality, it's just kind of like really like, I mean, I want to say really expensive, but also making your own clothes isn't a cheap hobby. But also just sometimes it's like a fit issue. Then you have to search through so many different kinds of pants from different stores to find the right fit that you like. It's like, I know what I like, but it's just finding it, and I'd rather not. And I really love bias skirts, so that's why I made it initially. And it was the only wearable item I've made. I've tried making like shirts and stuff, but I went completely against the like the fabric suggestion. I think for mine, I had made one of my patterns, I had made like just a box top, and I made it in a woven fabric, but it was meant to be with a knit fabric, but I was a little nervous because of how stretchy knits are, so that didn't work out. So this is the only one that's worked out. And I'll probably make more skirts now that I know kind of like how easy it is, because I do love bias skirts. I think they're very versatile and fun, and I like them. And people on Poshmark are crazy because they'll sell bias skirts from like 2001 or 2002, and it's like $75 for a used old bias skirt. I'd rather make my own. But anyway, this is way off tangent now. This is like starting a new video, but I'll probably do a knit and chat sometime this month, maybe like before the next podcast. Who knows? I will try my best. October and November are really busy months for me in my social calendar. I have a lot of birthdays coming up. I have a lot of big events happening in the next couple of months, so just bear with me, please. Jeez. I'm even going to try to like edit this sooner, like today, to get this up for you guys. But I'm so excited, and thank you guys again for subscribing. You guys have no idea, like this birthday was going to be kind of just like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just going to have it and I'm just going to move on and whatever. Like I'm turning 27, so it's just kind of like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. But I'd be lying if I said that I don't think birthdays are a big deal, because I love birthdays. Birthdays are like the biggest deal to me. But I was just like, okay, just keep it chill. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's just 27. It's not that big of a deal. But just saying all of that is just kind of like, it's made my heart sore. And I'm just like, oh, you guys, you do like me. But yeah, okay, I'm just gonna stop there. I don't know why I'm all emotional. But I thank you guys so much for just subscribing and listening to me just babble on constantly about what I'm making and what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to make longer content for you guys too, because I realize now with an actual camera, I am speeding through things because I get like countdowns or whatever. So I just want to let you know, big thank you. You guys made my weekend and you made my day and you made my 27th birthday very, very special. Thank you guys. Okay, now on to the actual scheduled content. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianne and this is Bree's Knits. Today it's gonna be a little different and interesting. I guess I'm technically doing a podcast, but it's kind of it's gonna be pretty short because I only have a couple of items to show you guys. One finished object and one whip right now. I promise October's podcast will be a lot more interesting. Also, I meant to record this earlier, but I got a little busy. Then my camera battery ran out, so I needed to charge it. So here we are later in the day and the sun is going down, so I have some weird lighting going on. So I'm very sorry, but maybe it gives it more of a like autumn vibe. We'll see. I'm not wearing any knits today because my hands are not that fast. I just have a regular old shirt from Target, if you could believe it. But yeah, I have a couple of things to show you today. So first things first, it's my Cargill sweater. Yay! Should I enter like cheers right there? Probably. Ta-da! So I made mine. Let me see if I can. Ta-da! I made mine cropped and half sleeve modification. But look at these little dip stitches. Oh, they're so cute. Look at that stretch and that squish. The squish factor is honestly worth making this. I'm trying to see what I can say without giving too much of the pattern away. So for my version, which is cropped and half sleeve, I used 1,000 meters, I think it is. Let me check what that conversion is into yards. Basically, I used 4 little donuts of the Knitting for Olive in rose clay and whatever the equal amount for 1,000 meters is in Drops Kid Silk Mohair. Let's see. I've realized now that I guess have a lot to learn when it comes to testing as well as just knitting in general, because okay, it's 1,093 yards, maybe 1,094 yards. I knitted size 4 just for the recommended ease that's in the pattern. I could have done a size 3, but it would have been 0 ease. Actually, would have been negative ease. I think it was like -1 centimeter of ease. So this is the recommended ease. It's really, really nice. Oh wait, I was having a thought originally, and anyway. So I guess what I meant to say was that I realized I am still learning when it comes to testing things and kind of putting notes for projects, really. I have my own notes that I typically keep, but I guess kind of being aware of the yardage usage. I think I'm just kind of used to being like, yeah, I use that much, or just looking at what I have left and being like, I have this much left, so. But then even with this one, I can't remember how many balls of Kid Silk mohair I ordered. I think I ordered like 9. But I can't be too sure, so that's why I was going based off of the Knitting for Olive merino. But I like the combo. They look quite classic together. Also, in the testing, because we didn't have the video right away for, because I think in the pattern, Rebecca offers like a pattern support for the shaping. Because realistically, that's the most difficult part. Everything else is pretty easy, in my opinion. But on the shaping bit, I think even in the instructions, it says like it doesn't have to look like a whole stitch pattern. But I don't know, I got in my head, and then because we didn't have a video just yet, and what else was it? For some reason, I got stuck. I redid the short row shaping like a few times. I set the project aside for like a week or two, cleared my mind a little bit, and then came back to it, and then it was fine. But then I still wasn't really understanding, I guess, the way that the dip stitches were meant to look at the raglan, if that makes sense. Like if you pause here and look at the sweater, look at my raglan stitches versus if you look at, say, like Mega or even just Rebecca's sweater on Instagram, you'll see that the raglan section looks very different. But is that going to stop me? No, I want to make another one in a darker color, like a bit more warm, like autumn winter color, maybe like in a maroon. The thing is hard for me with maroons or burgundies is just that let me see too. Also, the lighting here is just a little, this is better. I don't know. Hold on. I move you. Slightly better. Okay. Okay, slightly better, kind of. So the thing is with me with maroon, I find it very difficult for me to like specific yarns that are in different maroon colors. Or like, I guess I'm really picky with my maroon or burgundies. I don't like, I mean, it's not that I don't like, I like wine colors just fine, but they tend to like lean more purple than, I guess, kind of the mix between a rust and a brown or red and a brown that I'm looking for. And I don't really like that. I really want like a nice deep maroon, I guess, is all I'm trying to say. Or even like my lipstick color, honestly, the best color ever. If I could find that in a yarn, that would be great. So I want that kind of color for the Cargill. Oh my gosh, I kind of like this lighting a little bit better. Anyway, so yeah, so like I said, the stitches at the raglan is definitely a little different. Also, I don't have those like like those linear blocking needles. I only have the single ones. So I blocked the bottom a little funky, so it has like little pointed bits at the bottom edge. So I kind of just, when I wore it to Disneyland recently, but I didn't get to get any pictures of it at night, so I'm kind of sad about that. But I tucked it into my skirt. The next one I will probably do at full length with long sleeves. I thought the short sleeves would be fine, or the half sleeves would be fine, because I live in Southern California. So I feel like that's just my whole personality now. I live in Southern California, but I live in Southern California, so right now it's still like the weather is still in the 90s for the highs. So yeah, not that cold yet. We haven't hit autumn yet. It's still pretty sunny. Yeah, that's all I could say really. It's just pretty warm still. When I went out at 2, it was too warm for my liking right now. But then at night at Disneyland, it was a little chilly, so I was kind of wishing I had like some protection on the rest of my forearm. But it was nice and comfortable for the most part, other than my cold forearms. But it was really nice. I liked it, and 10 out of 10 would recommend. And the reason why I made it half sleeve again is because it's typically pretty warm over here. But also I kind of thought this stitch pattern with like the half sleeve and the cropped look would be like very nice vintage looking, which I guess worked because a few people at Disneyland asked me if I worked there because I had a skirt on and this top, but I said no, I do not. Also, I was wearing my Disney ears, which cast members don't wear Disney ears, at least not from my understanding. But they said you totally could because of the way you're dressed, and I was like, cool. Thanks, I guess. But yeah, I just definitely wanted to go for kind of like a vintage vibe with that, of like those knitted half sleeve tops or quarter sleeve tops. It just kind of gave me that kind of impression. So I'm really happy with what I made. I'm happy more than anything that I made the deadline. I feel so good about that. But yeah, so I honestly feel great about that, especially with like the new job and everything. I was really nervous that I was going to be able to make it, but I made it. So very happy about that. I think I made it with like a few days to spare. So that's that. I also am trying to fill in as much space as possible because I've noticed that when I watch other podcasters, people kind of like tend to have a lot to say about their patterns, and I'm usually like, here it is, I did it, and I think it's so cute. Okay, next. So like I said, it's kind of like with the like just testing, kind of just figuring out like people want a little bit more details, and I can't just be like, oh look, here's my show and tell, and because no one's here, I'm not usually like, what are the questions that people are considering or asking about or would ask if they were here. But it's out now, the Cargill sweater by Rebecca, or the Crebea. You can go ahead and knit this now. I think she's also doing, if the sweater is a little too intimidating and you don't want to do the short rows, but you want something with this stitch pattern, she's going to be coming out with a cowl sometime this year. I know it's in testing right now, but the dip stitch is like beautiful. So if you're able to, I would say 100% knit the sweater. Will it be something that'll be done in like 2 weeks? No, but it's a labor of love. It's amazing. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It was in the top 20 for like the week it was released. So I don't know, just go ahead and show Rebecca some more love because this is like an amazing debut pattern. I honestly feel super honored that I was able to test this for her, even though I definitely felt like my skills were not as high up there as everybody else's. I definitely learned new things like the dip stitch, which I'm eternally grateful for. But I just honestly had so much fun with this. So also, do you guys like my Mickey? It's part of their Halloween collection. It's a little jack-o'-lantern, and you can put your little tea light in there, light it, and it has the little face glows up. Maybe one day I'll have it on there. I also reorganized my bookshelves like completely this week. I'm gonna have my crafting books here, or anything crafting related. I also found this old binder I had, and I was about to just put it in a box and put for free on it for my neighborhood. But then I was like, maybe I can put some designs in here, like just print out some of the patterns I already have and put them in here. But I would have to find a way because this binder is very small. It's not like a, what do you call it? Like an average size binder. So I don't know if I'd have to cut the paper out for this. And I'm not good at cutting at all. Kind of part of the reason why all my sewing projects end up being a little wonky. Anyway, on to the next thing. Also, if you hear snoring, that's my dog. She's fast asleep. Let's put that there next to the secret history. So the next thing I have is my whip, and my whip is a, oh no, okay, no, we're good. My next whip is a test knit as well, but it's okay. So today it's October 5th. The deadline is in 2 days. This is how much I have. So this is the top. I'm working on the strap right now, and I have that much of the skirt done. So I have purchased 7 balls of yarn. So what I'm attempting to do is to at least do the arms and sleeves by the deadline, take some pictures, and pretend like I finished it. But I don't know, I think I did a full skein, even with working, was a day and a few hours into the next day. So for this much, I'm into my 4th ball with the I-cord around the neckline and the strap. But so far, I'm also doing a size medium. So far it's just 3 balls of knitting for Olive heavy merino in terracotta, I think it was. And then the mohair is going to be the plum rose because I had some left over from my Eloise blouse, so I'm going to use that for the sleeves. But anyway, so I am hoping to get the straps done and casting on one of the sleeves because I really need to get this done. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get that done, and then maybe I can take some pictures of the project. Does your dog ever do that when they're like deep in sleep? They just have like little like baby cries. It's kind of cute. She's like 70 pounds and 2 years old, and she still has a little cute puppy thing in her sleep. Anyway, so yeah, so this is what I have so far. This is the Daphne. I don't remember if I said what it was, but it's the Daphne dress by Friday Knits. We've got this so far. I still need to weave in all the ends. Also, I don't like that knitting for Olive, they like combined balls of yarn with knots, because then that happens. So I don't know, I'm kind of nervous of trimming it too much in case it just kind of like falls apart, but I don't know, you let me know. Also, look at this little I-cord detail for the waist. Wait, hold on. Can you see that? Okay, there you go. I think it's cute. So far, I'm having a lot of fun. It's actually a super easy pattern. It's just time and also the Cargill. So I'm hoping to finish as much as I can so that way I can take some pictures of it. I really don't want to let Phoebe down because she's kind of a pretty chill and relaxed designer to test for. And also the group chats are super chill. Like sometimes I kind of forget it's there. But everyone's still super nice. But yeah, so it's a pretty great pattern so far. I was also kind of hoping to finish it by my birthday so I can wear it for my birthday because my birthday is next Monday. Today is the 5th of October. Yeah, so my birthday is on the 10th. It's next Monday. I mean, I probably can finish it by then, but we'll see, honestly. You'll find out on Instagram, but for sure this will be done in October, and then I'll be moving on to new projects, so you'll be able to see a little bit more coming the next podcast. But for now, that's really it. I don't really know what else to say about this. I have the skirt bit still on my needles because I just wanted to get the sleeves done and then use whatever is left over from the straps into the skirt, because the skirt is just so easy to get through. It's just all stockinette, and it's also in an Aran weight, so realistically, if you put a lot, if you were just knitting every hour of every day, you should be able to get this done within 2 weeks, maybe less. But nobody really is doing that, and some people don't like to knit on the same project all day every day. But yeah, I think so far it's not too shabby. I really like the idea that she has and is rolling with the sweetheart neckline. I think that's really nice to have like different shaping of necklines for in knitting projects instead of just like a square neckline or like the rounded out or the V. Sweetheart's cute, and it's also very flattering. Not that I have anything against square necklines. I love square necklines, as we see. I think they're so flattering on everybody. Anyway, yeah, there it is. And I don't have any other whips because I'm trying to concentrate all on this. I don't have any acquisitions because I'm trying to be good. Also, I actually did purchase like a sweater quantity of Sorella yarn whenever they did the New York release with Two of Wands. So I'm technically waiting on that order. Oh wait, yeah, and I'm also waiting on another order I made, but it's for a gift knit. So does it count if it's for gift knit? I don't know. Yeah, that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm so happy everybody is loving the Gilmore Girls Knit That series. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. I kind of like the vibe that the sun is giving off right now. I think when I started the video I didn't like it so much, but right now it's like feels very autumnal, even though it's still summer here for us. It still feels like summer anyway. But I hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great week. And yeah, I don't know. Comment below what you guys are working on, or if you got a lot done in September for knitting wise. Otherwise, do you have a lot more planned for October? Also, are you starting gift knitting? Because I was going to start gift knitting already, just because I have a lot of accessories in mind. So are you starting gift knitting? When do you usually start gift knitting? Let me know. Okay, okay, that was weird. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep blobbing. Okay, bye.